It was really, really lovely. It was very unusual. I thought it was very cleverly drawn, and the questions that it provoked in me as a reader were fairly profound and substantial questions about the nature of man and about that time-honored query as to what is the fundamental experience of the human being. Is it more orchestrated by a fundamental nature or by a sense of nurture or environment?
Our first challenge was finding 30 qualified crew members able to cope with the stress of prolonged confinement, that and the knowledge that they won't be coming back. Our solution? Breed and raise our own crew.
I mean, it's really interesting. I feel like usually when you're prepping for a movie or for a character, you're kind of creating this whole backstory for them and what their life might have been like before and what experiences they might have had. But that's really was, not something that I could have done for them because, their whole life experience up to this point is detailed in the movie and they haven't experienced anything else.
There's 30 crew members who are all young people, sort of are all supposed to be 18, on this ship, and there's 11 principal characters. On the one hand, they lack an individuality to start with. They've been brought up in isolation, they've never known anything about the Earth, now they're on this confined ship. So on one hand, they had to be able to act that. It sounds easier than it is, but they had to sort of get rid of all their modern idiosyncrasies, all their nervous energy out the window and just get rid of all of that. But on the other hand, they all had to obviously have a personality and a sort of a soulfulness that emerges out of that. Or, depending on who the character was kind of a wildness or a deviousness or a defiance or an anger or a hatred.
The preparation for this is more in thought. It's more about thinking about how these people would live, what their behavior is like on and off the blue. They don't have any attachment to the real world or any culture.
We send a scouting mission as soon as possible.
In a great tradition of exploration, what's out there? Why are we here?
You will have children on board the ship, and your grandchildren will be the ones to reach the planet.
They're sensitive and smart, that's my point.
What is it? What's the chemical? It's an ingredient in something we eat.
What effect?
Personality becomes dull and docile.
Pacifies. Not drinking. Yeah, maybe. By then we'll know what it feels like.
No one has. And if we don't, the mission won't survive. I'm not listening to Christopher anymore.
How?
What actually happened? Good light, like a force, jumping into him. Into the ship. In him.
We need to find out where so we can stop it.
It's getting out of control.
We can't give up.
Let go! See what I can do?